So actress Busy Phillips went viral recently when she got vocal about where she stands on who's using weight loss medications and why. Take a look.
I'm so over it.
Over it.
Give me Ozempic. I don't care. I didn't create the problem.
No.
We all live with it. We're not changing it. Everyone go themselves. Sorry, all these have been on HGH forever. I never saw one Time magazine cover about it. I'm sorry.
They were on HGH?
No, the men. The men.
Oh, the
were
men
all
were on HGH. Is that how they? Is that how they become
That's
superheroes?
How all the movie stars have been so fit after age 40. What do you think has happened? They're on drugs, and then all of a sudden Ozempic comes along, and people are like, "Oh, that's a big deal. We can't have that." It's like we didn't create this system that we live in, and anyone who has anyone in their family who deals with obesity or who has been struggled or had morbid obesity themselves knows that you are treated differently, that your job prospects are different, that the entire culture is built around shaming and being horrible, especially to women who are overweight.
Atta girl. Atta girl.
I will say Oprah said we're going to say a few less F-bombs tonight. Note taken.
Okay, so Busy, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Oprah. Oh my God, what a dream. Are you kidding?
Thank you so much for being here. I said to you, I applaud the fact that you were able to say out loud what so many of us have been thinking, with or without the F-bombs.
Sure.
But that nobody has criticized all these years, all the guys who have pumped themselves up in one way or another, and yet when these weight loss medications came out, everybody is critical. So why did this get you so fired up?
Well, I think in part because I'm constantly being confronted with our place in this country as women and our bodies being up for debate, our bodies being weaponized, our bodies being used for legislation by bad actors. And I've just had it. And I speak from a place of celebrity. I've been doing this since I was 19 years old. In my book, I talk about the times I've been asked to lose weight, the jobs I lost because I was too fat after having my first daughter. And I have bought into the brain thing. You know what I mean? It has affected me. It has affected my brain. However, I want better for my kids, and I want people to stop talking about our bodies, and I want women's bodies to be off topic. I do not want our bodies to continue to be up for debate. That is my wish for my daughters. It is my wish for every woman in every one of those 15 states that has an abortion ban right now. It is my desire for all of us here.
Okay. You shared that you spent so many years feeling like an outsider to your own body. How so?
Well, I think that, and maybe you can relate to this. I mean, I have trauma. I have sexual trauma from my teen years. And I don't feel like I was in my body for a really long time. And I feel like even experiences that I had were it's just disassociating, you know?
Yeah.
And I've worked really hard to try to get back into my body and feel it. And, it's a process. It's a process for everybody. And again, I mean, in that clip, I was very fired up, but I just feel like it's enough conversations around, especially, we're damned if we do and we're damned if we don't. Mm-hmm. And especially as a woman who's in the public eye, who's an actress, I'm just gonna be so real with you. My opportunities are better if I'm a certain size. That is just a fact. And what that opportunity affords me is a bigger platform to talk about the things that I think really are happening in this country and the things that we need to actually be paying attention to, because to me, this is a very important conversation and something we all need to be a part of, but it is a red herring. And we're all over here debating if this actress is on Ozempic or the Met Gala, and meanwhile, there are just atrocities happening.
Right.
So how do we like,
Yeah. Why do you think this has become a morality discussion instead of one about health and science?
well, I mean, good Lord. I mean, because isn't our weight always a morality thing? Haven't women, especially who are bigger in bigger bodies,
Yes.
always been judged?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Oprah, no, I'm gonna cry. I love you so much. And when you did that special, and I watched with my mom, and all of those magazine covers were behind you. Mm-hmm. And it broke my heart because they were in my house growing up. And you are the most brilliant and have brought so many incredible, wonderful, transformative ideas into households that otherwise wouldn't have had the opportunity to know about meditation, to know about getting centered, to know about all of these things. And yet you were fucking...
It happened. It happened.
You
Keep
were
going.
reduced.
Yes.
You were reduced.
Yes. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. It's okay.
It was my one.
It's just one. Let that be the one. That's good. It's just one. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. And so you were saying you're sick of it. You want the conversation to move. Jen started the evening out saying that. Where do you think we need to get to?
Oh my goodness. Well, I love Katie Serino is a good friend of mine, and I've loved Katie for years and had her book. And when I had my daughters, before I knew Katie, because my older daughter is about to be 16, I had the realization that I needed to change the way that I thought about my body, talked about any other person's body in my own home, because I didn't want my kids to have the same thing, right? And I was really just fake it till you make it. One thing Katie is so great about is, like, you look in the mirror and you have the thought like, this could fit better, this could be a thing, da 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 da. And then you just reframe it and you're like, you look amazing. You look amazing. I love that. I love you. And it really is a thing that has worked. And, especially when the kids were little and I first saw, in 2012, there was a woman who wrote an article called "The Mom Stays in the Picture." I was a fairly new mom. You are nodding. You remember it. It's an art. You can look at it. It was on HuffPo.
Okay.
And this woman wrote about how she was looking through the pictures. Her children are getting older, and there are no pictures of her with her kids. Birdie was 2 years old. And I remember, because I had gained a lot of weight with my pregnancy, I had lost a job after because I still had the baby weight, and I would hide in pictures. I would put myself in the back. And I sent it to everyone in my family, every one of the women in my family. And I said, we are getting in the picture. Stop hiding behind. Your kids want you.
Jill, do you hear this? Yeah.
I know, Jill. I was thinking about you. I literally was backstage watching you, and I Googled, I was like, what was that article? What was that article called? And it's "The Mom Stays in the Picture." And I thought of you, and I was like, get in the picture.
My husband's going to love this because he's always telling me to get in, and I'm always like, I'm not going to. So
get in
he's
the
watching
picture.
this.
Jill, get in the picture! Wearing the color purple!
Okay.
And I know it's hard. I really, really, really know it's hard. And I know that you can look at me and be like, but it's not hard for you. You know what I mean? But it is hard for all of us who have been raised, especially like Gen X women and above, like where we've been raised in this diet culture. And I just would offer that faking it until you make it in this instance sometimes can work.
Wow. Thank you for that. Jill, get in the picture. Thank you, Busy. That was wonderful, wonderful. Busy's hosting a brand new late night talk show on QVC Plus called
busy this week.
I love that.
Thank you, Oprah.
love
You'll
that.
have to come be a guest.
I will. Hello.
Okay, you heard it.
Okay. Thank you, Busy Phillips. That's so great. That's so great. Oh, it's so great. You did good. There was only one F.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. It's okay.
But it was like to emphasize a point about you. You
Well,
know?
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about me.
Right?
Busy
Okay.
Phillips. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Kyle.
you. Leave that there, okay? Okay, good.